just wanted to say a quick thank you to everybody that joined Katie's Arms over the weekend, and I thought, given people's emails, it might be helpful just to refresh a few of the key points that we got to. And we're now about kind of 50,000 strong at Katie's Arms, but people found these things helpful. So here they are as you head into your new week. First up was this idea that what happens when things get on top of us, or the world seems a bit big, or we get a bit overwhelmed, and I'm thinking particularly of nurses in our care home sector who are being fired for not having the vaccine, is you can go into those meetings and you end up breathing like a little shrew, right? So we talked about being more like a mole and less like a shrew. So little shrews, when they're caught by cats, they're breathing like this. Like, it's really short and shallow breaths because you can't catch your breath. So one of the things you have to really think about is, okay, I'm going to breathe all the way in and all the way out, all the way in and all the way out, and then do it again. And if you don't know what to do next, just do it again. So you're going to be more like a mole, like, less like a shrew. More mole, less shrew. That's number one. Number two, we all have different versions of ourselves, right? There's like a big fierce version of you, and then there's a version of you that gets shit done when you're really on it, and then there's a version of you that's a bit pathetic when you don't feel like it, and there's probably a version of you you're not that proud of. I have many versions of me. Sometimes you have to ask the best version of yourself to step up. So if you're about to go into an HR meeting, for example, you know I hate HR. They're all overweight and have very badly dyed highlights. But if you're about to go into an HR meeting and be dismissed for not having a jab, even though you've done that job brilliantly for 20 odd years, remember to get the very best version of you to show up. Like, ask her, say, come on, it's time for you to step up, bird. Put on your best underwear, your most fabulous shoes, whatever it is that is the best version of you, which won't have anything to do with underwear or shoes, but you know, the powerful you. Get her to front that meeting up. And she can say to the rest of you, come on, catch up, right? You're going to present the strongest version of you, and you're going to wait till you get home to lie on the floor, scream, and maybe shit yourself. All those things are also fine. And then finally, for your Monday to Friday thoughts, if you don't know what to do next, right, you do the next thing, whatever that is. And there's nothing that's right or wrong. I mean, you could argue hard drugs and drinking aren't going to help you at 8 AM, but you just do the next thing. And that can be so tiny as to feel like, is this what my life is now? I'm going to tidy the airing cupboard. Yes, tidy the airing cupboard. And if during that you think, oh, do you know what? I could do that later. Write that down, and that's going to be your next thing. So be more mole, less shrew. Okay? 2, ask the very best version of you to turn up today, or whatever's your hard thing. Ask the tough you to show up, and get the rest of you to catch up when it can. And finally, when you don't know what to do, do the next thing. Okay, if you want to hear the rest of that and all that was behind it, it's the Katie's Arms, and it's on my YouTube, and it's on Instagram, and it's basically a half an hour of trying to keep ourselves going. Okay, more from me very soon, and I will now just get off this step and back into the gusty winds of Hurricane Ida.